Hey, my friends. Happy to have you back for a day of multiplying decimals. Now, this is the first day in this unit, but you will be happy to find that it's not difficult at all. We've been doing multiplying decimals for part of our morning work for a long time, basically since day one of fifth grade. And it is just like multiplying regular numbers, but we're going to add one little piece to it. So here we go. If we have say we're going to find the area of a rectangle board that is 4 feet by 2 7/500ths. There are two different ways that we can look at this. And we have done multiplying by fractions before, and fractions are a lot like decimals because we have part of a whole. 7/500ths is part of that whole. We can also write it as 75 over 100. So if we were going to solve this problem, we could do it two different ways. The first way would be using repeated addition. So I could add 2 7/500ths 4 times. Super easy, not very efficient, especially when we get into bigger numbers. If I had to do 2 7/500ths times 20, I don't really want to add it 25 times, or 20 times. That would be really difficult. So there's another way to do it is using multiplication. And that is in fact what we are going to focus on today. So this first part I want you just to watch. Don't worry about completely understanding it, this first problem, but just watch, see what's similar with regular multiplication. Take a deep breath, we're going to be just fine. So we have 3 51/100ths times 2. We've lined up, we've stacked our problem. Now I want you to notice something different. When we add or subtract, we line things up by place value so that we can combine numbers that are the same size. However, when you are multiplying, that is not the case. You have to shove everything over to the right for us to solve the problem. So now we multiply. 2 times 1 is 2. 2 times 5 is 10. And 2 times 3 is 6 plus 1 is 7. Notice that we completely ignored the decimal to the very, very end. Now we're going to count the digits behind the decimal. So that's this spot right here. And in doing so, we find that there are 2 spaces. So because there are 2 spaces in the first number, and if we move the decimal, we'd be dividing by 10 this way, or 10 and 10 more. We have to put it back that many places down below. So here, there's 2 up here, so there has to be 2 digits behind the decimal here. So our answer is 7 2/200ths. Now, pay close attention. We're going to do another problem, and then you're going to start doing some of them on your own. We have 3 times 1 28/100ths. So we set it up. We lined it up completely to the right. 3 times 8 is 24. Put down the 4 and carry the 2. 3 times 2 is 6. Plus 2 is 8, and 3 times 1 is 3. Next, count the digits behind the decimal. We have 1, 2, so we have to count the digits and place the decimal. 1, 2, and place our decimal. That means our answer is 3 84/100ths. Now, this is where we're going to be working together on these problems. I am going to show you a problem. I want you then to pause and try on your own to solve the problem. Then unpause me. I will correct the problem and see how you do. Your goal is by the end of this to be able to do some of these basic math problems yourself. So let's get going. You can see the stars on the left-hand side. That tells you how many practice problems we have together. Here we go. 6/10 times 5. We've lined up our numbers all to the right. Go ahead, pause, and solve this problem on your own. Welcome back. 5 times 6 is 30. Carry our 3. 5 times 0 is 0. Plus 3 is 3. Bring down the decimal. Our answer is 3.0. How'd you do? Did you get it? If not, pause right now and I want you to send me a message. I'd be happy to get on Zoom with you. I'd happy to email with you and answer some questions. Get some help. Or maybe try one more before you come and get me. Okay, let's do another one. 2 6/10 times 4. Pause the video. The answer is 10.4. 1.7 times 4. Pause the video. The answer is 6.8. 62 hundredths times 2. Pause the video. 1 24 hundredths. Last but not least is 5/10 times 9. Pause the video. Welcome back. The answer is 4 5/10. Notice there's one number behind the 0, so there has to be one number behind the 0 here. All right, now it's time to show what you know, not show what your mom knows or your brother knows. On the same place that you clicked in to have this assignment, you will see this question. Now that you've watched the video, it's time for you to answer this question, and we'll see how you did. Good luck.